This satanic ritual is brought to you by Phillips Hue. Dang, I wish they'd sponsor this video. Phillips, if you want to send me some lights, go ahead. You know, I'll email you my address. So, I've made mistakes in my life. I threw my Moto 360 in a canal of unknown depth with unknown nasty things in it, and it's not turning on. So I need the aid of the dark side to bring it back to life. And since I'm squeamish and I'm unable to sacrifice my own blood, a few other things we'll have to do. For starters, I've pried off the back of the Moto 360 because I'm certain it contained negative energies, i.e. water, in the device. The next piece is this little rubber gasket that helps seal out water. So, of course, it's probably sealing in water at this point, so let's just remove it. We don't need it anymore. Thirdly, is this random yellow piece of plastic I've ripped off the Moto 360. Wasn't sure if it was important, but there was water underneath it, so it had to go. Hopefully it wasn't part of the circuitry. Damn, Nexus 9, stay on. Thought I had that screen timeout mode set on Summon Satan, but guess not. Fourthly, is the official Moto 360 stainless steel watch band. Damn watch band. I had to remove this band to make sure I could correctly fix the device. And the final ingredient to this sacrificial surgery is brown rice. Why, you may ask? Rice has extremely important qualities such as high water absorbency ratios. I chose the brown rice because it's good for you too. Okay, all jokes aside, guys, I, was kind of stupid and threw my Moto 360 in a canal. Just to get this clear, this device I've had since launch. It's had a cracked back. It's gone through several watch bands. I've made over 40 videos with it, so it's certainly got its usefulness. And it's starting to get slow. I don't know what's going on with it. So I figured, I would do one last video just kind of demonstrating the durability of the Moto 360 to an extreme. Clearly, it didn't hold up long term. In the video I did, which I will post in the description below and in the comments, I threw it in the water. It worked right away, but soon after it stopped working. So let's just track my time trying to get this thing back to life. Here's me pulling it out of some brown rice overnight. This will be the first time I'm trying to turn it on. I've heard rice is good at absorbing water from electronics, so hopefully this worked. I threw it in a freshwater canal, so I'm not really concerned with any type of damage to the circuitry from that. So at this point, I'm putting it on the charger, and I'm actually shocked when this comes up because this wasn't coming up at all the night before. So that's really cool that at least the device has the ability to connect with the charger, recognize it's charging, and apparently even get juice from the charger at this point. We're going to do a little magic and fast forward. And this is where it finally got enough juice to power on, which is, very shocking. And just so you know, guys, this video is going to be about 15 minutes long, so if you want to stick with me through the whole time, I would love to. We're going to have all kinds of conversations about this device and all kinds of things. But if you don't want to sit around the whole time, just know that at this point, I'm, fully aware of everything that's happened. I basically mangled the device to get it working again. I had to remove the back. I had to remove a little plastic piece. I basically had to completely remove the water resistance from it. So I'll never be able to, wash my hands again with it. Stuff like that. I basically wanted to get back to a state where, if an update comes out, I can fool around with it. I don't really have much intent on wearing this particular Moto 360 again. Anyway, getting back to what we're looking at. This is the watch finally turned on. It's at 16%, and I'm doing a little fast forwarding here. It does get up to 19, and then it stops charging, and it just kind of like does random things, flickers on and off. Okay, so basically I deemed it important to put it back in the rice, although moisture clearly wasn't off of it. Anyway, back to my talking. I want to take this opportunity to get a new Moto 360. When I first got the device, the only option was the dark and the silver leather with the leather bands. Now you can get the stainless steel, you can get the monolink, you can get the cognac band, which is like a brown leather band that I like a lot. And then you can also get the champagne metal, which is a little bit more, which I'm kind of interested in, because right now the Moto 360 is on sale for $150, which I just went to Best Buy today, and it was full price in the store, so I'm thinking, like, what the hell? Anyway, I might get the champagne body with, like, the cognac band, which the two colors look really well together. I'm curious how... Anyway, back to this. Fast forward, it's still freaking out, and here I'm trying to charge it again. We'll continue to talk about my future Moto 360 purchase in a little bit. So here I'm showing where I had to take off the back, and then just seeing if it charges the device. My thinking was that the back was like holding in water, so I used the spring bar jeweler tool to just pop that right off. My back was already cracked, so it was very easy to get underneath it. If for whatever reason you want to remove the back from your Moto 360 and it's not already cracked, or you want to save it, you can just heat it up because it's just sealed by adhesive. It's nothing really too potent or anything like that. So I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for it to charge. Back to my Moto 360 talk. I'm thinking about getting the champagne color, just because at this point I don't like to buy a new device if it's going to be the same thing. I might as well get a different color. I'm even thinking at this point maybe I should get like a different smartwatch, like the LG Urbane, and then wait for the Moto 362 to come out. But honestly, in terms of like my YouTube videos, the Moto 360 is a much more popular device for making videos for. Like when the 5.1 update comes out, I'm sure people are going to watch my videos about that. And I want to make sure I have a working Moto 360 for when that comes out. It will be very unfortunate if this thing doesn't work when it comes out. So I probably need to consider ordering one ASAP. Okay, anyway, it's back to, the charging. As you can see, it went from 3% to 2%, so As far as the pieces that work on this device, the device can recognize it's touching the charger, but apparently it's not charging. So something in the circuitry is messed up. I would also imagine that the wireless charging probably isn't the strongest when it comes to getting wet. If there's like a single piece of a water molecule on it, I'm sure it would send it in, so I'll send it into a huge, tizzy or something like that. So at this point, as I'm filming this a day or two ago, it's kind of in my mind that, cue the Celine Dion music. This device is dying. Might as well throw that shit into the ocean, just like that pendant off Titanic, because once it hits 0, I probably will never be able to see this watch turn on again. That sounds really, really corny and cheesy. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry. It's not that serious. Me and this Moto 360 have enjoyed a lot of time together. We went on vacations in Miami. We went to the Keys. We went to a snorkeling excursion in the Bahamas. We made all types of videos, but I'm confident we'll see many more years. And here is a time lapse, basically, of it charging. Actually, I lied. The time lapse is coming in a little bit. Anyway, like I said, I've made 40 some videos off this Moto 360, so I'm not upset if this is its last leg. Okay, so here is the time lapse. It's not really charging that fast. So I decided to put my freshly mangled Moto 360 back into the rice again. So now what we have going on, we removed the band so the rice can get all up in it. I removed the backing, I removed the plastic seal, and I removed this plastic from the circuitry or whatever the heck it was. So I'm going to leave it in the rice for a little bit longer, let it do its thing, and then we'll go from there. And here is just a video showing what I was doing. I used a spring bar driller tool to remove that. I don't think that was a good idea, but what's been done has been done, and for whatever reason, it fixed it temporarily. I'm not even going to talk about why. That's so laggy right there. So the device turned it back on from doing that. As you can see, all this crap is exposed, so I ain't about to wear this thing. If I wear it, it's probably going to shock me. And it's kind of disorienting. You can't remember how to put it on the charger because you don't have any bands on it to let you know which way is up, but it really doesn't matter. It will charge either way. Flip it around, dummy. Okay. So, like always, we're going to leave it for a little bit. And I hate to spoil you, but what happens, I leave it on the charger. It charges into about 30%, and then my camera dies, but then it charges to 100%. At this point, I'm tired of filming this because it seems like it quits working. I do a little something, put it in the damn rice, it works again. But I don't know if my actions are just coincidental. I'll keep you updated in future videos or in the comments below, but at this point, I'm just going to consider this thing dead and order a new one. See you later, guys.